but me. Say fuck everybody.
Here we are. Okay, and we'll just stop that. We are here with...
What's up, y'all? I'm Kiriana, but I go by AnarKy I.
AnarKy I, and we are sitting in the washroom.
Yes.
Clean sound, right?
Yeah.
All right, and
sound clean as fuck.
tell us, AnarKy I, how did you get that name?
It's an anagram for my government name.
Okay, so you just flip-flop the letters around and...
Yeah,
there you go.
Scrabble nerd, you know.
Yup. I know, because you've beaten me like fucking 600 times. Anyway, where are you from originally?
I was born in Reno, but I grew up in Cali. And kind of moved around a bit. And moved back here like 5-6 years ago from San Francisco.
Nice. The Yay area.
Yeah.
Yup. And about how long have you been making music, you think?
I probably wrote my first song when I was like 8.
8. Oh, nice.
And I'm sure it was something like, I'm bombastic, so fantastic.
It rhymes. What more can you ask for, though, from an 8-year-old?
I mean, yeah, pretty rad for an 8-year-old.
Honestly, it sounds kind of like Amigos song, or it could be Amigos song, you know? I could hear them saying it. I don't know. No disrespect. Where can we find some of your early stuff? Like your 8-year-old and older stuff.
I'm hoping that you can't. I don't know. Some of it might be out there somewhere. But because I honestly started making like my first couple of tracks just on my computer with like the built-in microphone. Just on my laptop, I mean.
Yeah.
And like was figuring out GarageBand.
Noob status.
Oh, it was so noob. It was so noob status.
Yeah. Okay. We've
but,
all been there, though.
But I mean, honestly, I would like to redo those songs with better quality because the heart was there.
So when can we expect a redo of Bombastic, Fantastic?
Bombastic.
Or was it Boom Bombtastic? Okay, I got it. But maybe I was thinking of a Shaggy song.
Shit, I don't know. Let's do a remix right now.
We probably could. And it would probably blow the fuck up. Yeah.
Because it's bombtastic,
Exactly.
so it has to blow.
It doesn't get any better than that. It does not. Let's ask you this. How many songs have you written and released?
Well, those are different things. Written, hundreds. Hoarded, most of them. Released like 20 to 30. It hasn't been much, you know. I've just been trying to kind of throw my name in the ring. Is that the how?
I think it's hat. I
throw
think
my
it might
hat
be
in
hat.
the ring.
Could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay, throw my hat in the ring.
But you could throw whatever you want in the ring, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be a hat.
So my fucking name. I said what I said.
Okay, there you go. So your name's in the ring now.
Yeah.
If you had to put a label on the kind of music you do, like a genre, what would you fit into best, you think?
I'm a fan of every genre. Let me just start with that. Let me correct myself. Not every genre, but there are things in most genres that I really fuck with. And, you know, I would love to be able to incorporate a lot more of those different styles into my music. But I've only done hip-hop shows. I've only opened for hip-hop artists. I definitely feel like I'm more of a singer-songwriter who likes to rap. I would probably not call myself a rapper.
Would anybody else call you a rapper?
I mean, probably, but...
Because I think I've heard a few things.
Yeah.
You know, something comes to mind. Insanity. The song you did with Rec.
Yes.
you do rap.
I like to rap. I know it's not what people would, I think, expect from somebody like me. Just because, you know, there's that female rapper stigma.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
And I'm definitely more of a singer, so when I like started rapping, people were like, what the fuck? But that was when I was like, you know, 13, 14, I started really rapping.
So can you put your finger on one like category that you would, if you had to assign one to yourself?
I guess I would call it pop.
Okay. Pop/hip hop, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm definitely trying to do more rock stuff as well, because that's my roots.
So for those who haven't heard, go check out Don't Go, right? It's Don't Go, and that's on Reverb Nation, I think is one. So check that out. That's probably, I think, one of your first, like, really, where you took that new direction, maybe?
I mean, I feel like there was some rock stuff kind of on my first album. Still Alive was kind of in that vein.
But this maybe like, I think, an evolution of...
Oh, it's all evolutionary. Revolutionary.
Oh, hey.
See what I did there.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it is. It's definitely a step forward.
What are you using to make all this magic happen?
Well, let me tell you about it.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
So we have our little vocal corner over here.
Yeah.
We were thinking about doing an ISO booth, but it's actually acoustically and scientifically proven that the more space you have, the more room you have for your low frequencies to form. So what we do is we actually have the microphone facing in and the performer facing out, so that those frequencies can form in this part of the space. Some artists like their sound a little bit more deadened, so we turn them around and have the foam absorb those frequencies so that it sounds a little bit more flat, and then we can, you know, do all the other stuff in post.
Okay, so we got the mic covered, I'd say.
Yeah, my menu 87.
Yeah. And what else?
And then we recently just got the Apollo Twin, which, let me tell you, was like night and day. Hearing the difference once we plugged that motherfucker in.
Yeah.
Like, it's night and day.
Those are very nice interfaces.
Oh my god, sure. They're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to try Luna when it comes out. It's the universal audio kind of DAW, but not DAW. They're not calling it a DAW, but it's like basically a DAW, I think.
Yeah.
It's supposed to sound like analog.
Okay, so what are you using now then, since you're waiting for Luna? Program wise.
Using Logic mostly. We have Pro Tools as well. We have Reason. We have Fruity Loops.
Yeah, FL Studio. Yep.
Yeah.
What used to be known as Fruity Loops,
Yeah.
but some people still call it that.
Yeah. But I
think
literally never use that.
If you're a producer and you hear Fruity Loops, you know, if you've been in the game, you know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so mostly Logic, sometimes Pro Tools, sometimes, and then I see you've got Machine Studio. Maybe we can do a little sweep real quick here.
So we've got the Neumann U87.
Yes, here, let me get a good tight close up on that bad boy.
Hey, buddy.
That's the black one too. You know, more common one's the nickel plated one. This one I think looks pretty fucking sleek though.
Yeah, you know, cause we fancy, huh?
Yeah. All right, we swing over here. You were just talking about the Apollo, which is right there.
Yeah, so we got the Machine over here as well.
Machine Studio.
That thing's nice.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we got our 2 sets of speakers. We got the Mackies and the Rockvilles, so we can A/B and make sure that there's nothing in the mix that we're missing. And then we also over there have our Avalon preamp.
Yes.
Which is also night and day. Because let me tell you, before we had that, God.
And after,
yes,
it's obviously, you know what kind of computer that is.
It's a Mac.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little biased about you know, that kind of but yeah, it's a Mac. That's an iMac Retina 4K, and it's loaded, so it works pretty good.
Yada.
Anything else you wanted to show us over here before we?
I mean, we just have like our little, you know, Newmark DJ setup. We got the MIDI keyboard. It's, you know, pretty standard stuff.
Yep.
We got the big screen too. You know, the Xbox. When I want to play GTA or Mortal Kombat or something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for showing me all that. I have a feeling I just got a major sense of deja vu there, because I feel like I've seen all that stuff before at some point.
Ooh.
Maybe even used it.
Ooh.
Is that weird or what?
That's so weird.
Okay, so that was the studio, washroom studio. All right, and what about music videos? I think you might have a few of those, but you tell me.
I've done a couple.
Okay. And those can be found on, I'm guessing, the place where you find most videos these days. YouTube.
YouTube.
Do you want to tell us anything about the any of the videos, or anything we should want to look for in particular? You got any favorites?
I mean, obviously I have a special place in my heart for all of my videos, just because it's all independent. In the beginning, it was me like fucking forcing it to happen, because nobody was just gonna hand it to me.
Yeah. No, I can
You
feel
know, they wanted their dick sucked for it or some equivalent, and I wasn't down, so I was like, fucking do it myself.
And do you have a favorite or favorites, couple that you are most fond of, you think?
I mean, I'm really proud of the one that we just released. Blade. Was cool. It was actually not just cool, it was fucking
cool.
crazy.
Maybe an understatement on
Yeah,
that one.
it was really cold, and I was miserable the whole day, but I think it turned out cool.
Or cold.
Cold. Yeah.
Okay. Check out Blade and all the other cool stuff on YouTube. And have you ever been signed? Have you been offered a deal? What's the story with that?
I have never been signed. I was offered a couple of opportunities. But yeah, being a woman in the music industry. Am I right, ladies? So yeah, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm already planning on doing entertainment law. Actually, since those no-goes, I have gone to school and gotten a degree in, yeah, do entertainment law. So I'm just gonna be a fucking mogul and not need shit from anybody.
That's a nice word, mogul. I like it.
Hey.
It rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does.
Mogul. Remember that shit. Okay, good. How much does it cost running all this stuff by yourself? Is it a lot? Is it a little?
Well, that's definitely relative. I'm sure to like a record label, it would be very little. Very, very little to you know, me, a civilian.
A civilian.
Who just loves to make music. It's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's not, it doesn't seem cheap is all I'm saying.
No.
What about manpower, how many people does it take to run an operation like the washroom and AnarKy herself?
I mean, shit, I was trying to do it myself for a long ass time and I didn't get anywhere. And then, you know, brought in a couple other pretty special souls and started going somewhere, at least, you know, actually seemed more possible than it ever had before.
Even this place, I feel like looks a lot different than maybe when you first opened it up in here.
Oh, I will show you pictures of what it used to look like. It was just a fucking hoarder space that we set up a little ISO booth with a mattress in the corner, and you know.
A mattress.
A mattress.
Nice.
I'm not joking.
No, that's, you know,
And it's like OSB behind these nice looking panels,
and then you upgrade to drink holders and then this, or did you go straight to this from the mattress?
it was definitely another revolutionary process.
Okay, fair enough.
Took its sweet time. But, you know, if you just buy little bits at a time, it adds up. It fucking adds up, man. You just gotta invest a little bit here, a little bit there. If you're passionate about it, then it doesn't feel like you're wasting your money.
And how do you pay for this stuff? Are you getting any returns and you're just reinvesting it? What's happening there?
I mean, I worked an array of various jobs: cocktailing, bartending, dancing. I was like a ski and snowboard instructor for a long time. If you would like to see my resume, it's available on LinkedIn. Pretty much every job I've worked is on there.
Most recently,
I was actually working for a pro audio company, Star Sound Audio. I actually still do freelance work for them.
Go Star Sound. And what did you do before you did music? You kind of went through some of the stuff.
I kind of did.
Yeah, but yeah, if you had anything else interesting that you wanted to touch on there.
Well, before I did music, I was in school. I was a little kiddo.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was on a crew. You know, I danced before I really got serious about making music. I was a hip hop dancer.
Yeah.
Beat girl.
Nice. And is it true you're making a movie?
I am writing a movie. I don't know if we're actually gonna be making it.
Do you want to share the name, or is that asking too much? Or do we get to know the name of the movie?
Yeah, you can know the name.
Okay.
It's gonna be called AnarKy I.
Any content out there right now that would tease us or give us any kind of idea?
There is a trailer actually on my YouTube. It was just a super rough trailer, and we just kind of, went for it.
Okay.
It's all indie, so there's no rules here.
Which is the way it should be, I think. But yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, am I doing this right? Like, am I doing this?
I feel like art is really, it can be all over the place, but
you right.
Okay, so yeah, check out the trailer, AnarKy I on YouTube. AnarKy I, spell it with an I. Okay, now getting back to the music, we talked about the movie and the trailer, and now I want to know what kind of shit do you run up against, like obstacles, challenges, when you're doing all this stuff?
Well, I think that, any independent artist faces the financial challenges, not being given a budget to do all of the things that you're trying to do, to bring things that you're trying to bring to life. it's expensive, and if you don't have somebody bankrolling you, that's definitely one of the bigger things. I also think that, you know, female artists have a whole different set of challenges, you know, because people don't really see like what these women actually have to go through behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted those record deals that I mentioned earlier, I had to suck the fuck for them, and here I am unsigned.
Doesn't mean you can't still do it, I'd say, though. Definitely.
But I'm not trying to suck or fuck.
No. Still get signed. There are quite a few artists out there that were able to make a very successful career for themselves without a major record company backing them. You know, there's a few examples you could think of. Tech Nine, obviously. Macklemore.
Men.
What's the dude's name? Chance. Okay, I know. Yeah, I know there's female ones. I just can't think of them, and that maybe strengthens your point a little. Yeah. There are, you know, but can you name them? You know,
I mean, like Snowy.
Yep. See, and definitely, I don't know why I didn't think of that like right off the bat.
But respect for that.
She's not signed. She actually, did she turn down a deal, or did she got?
So, I think Tech wanted to sign her. I mean, obviously, I don't know.
You're just going personally. Off what you.
I work with Pumbaa occasionally, but
he
wasn't
mastered
there. Blade and Holy Water.
Shout out
and
Pumbaa.
Gala. You know, that's the homie. But no, yeah, obviously I don't know the inside story, but yeah. I think Tech wanted to sign her, but she was already signed to Atlantic. But she didn't want to be the next Nicki Minaj, so she left that deal. Or they were like trying to fuck her over on what they were gonna do for her, so she left them and has been doing shit independently. And obviously that's working out for her because she's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Definitely, pretty fucking crazy. Her whole career. Do you have a plan to surmount that stuff, to get over it, to?
Yeah, I mean, I write pretty much every day. You know, I'm making something musical or creative pretty much every day. You know, maybe it doesn't get picked up, maybe it does. But the plan is actually to go to law school in the not too distant future, and focus on entertainment law, you know.
Okay.
So maybe I don't make it the traditional route, but I will fucking force myself to go to those damn classes that I don't want to fucking go to. I'm fighting my fucking social anxiety to be in classrooms full of people I don't want to be around to get the degree so that I can get to the money, because I will get to the bag.
Okay.
I believe it.
Well said. Celebrity life. Have you met any famous peoples? Have you hung out with any celebrities?
I have. I would show you my collage.
We've got a little storage issue
Yeah.
going on behind us, but
so,
you don't need to see that.
You know, with the whole potential apocalypse, the impending potential apocalypse.
Which I want to ask you about you were talking about apocalypse. What's with the war paint?
I just stay in my apocalypse right now. You never know when some shit's gonna hit the fan.
You looked at the fan when you said that.
Yeah, there's a fan right there. You never know.
I see what you did.
What if somebody just like projectile shit.
Is that your biggest fan up there?
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Can we cut this out?
Yeah, let's go back to our questions. We went a little.
But yeah, so I would show you the collage, but accessibility is kind of an issue.
But maybe you guys can see a picture of it.
I have a picture of the pictures.
There you go.
I've met.
That's on your Facebook.
Some of the realist.
And do you want to rattle any off for the record? Any
well,
particularly cool?
Steven Tyler and Joe Perry from Aerosmith. That was a really cool one. I've met Tech9. I've met pretty much all the artists on Streams Music. Like I think that they're all so talented. And I've met some of the product. Fucking Crooked Eye. That was cool. Brother Ali.
Yeah. Suffice it to say that there's a list there, and anybody who has followed you for a little while has probably seen all the pictures that you've posted over time, or can go back and look if they really want to.
Or was maybe
at
one of the shows that I was opening for.
Or that, yep.
And if you haven't, maybe come next time. Yeah.
And there you have it. Okay, we're gonna go off the music topic for just a second and ask you, like, what's the weirdest experience that you have had with a celebrity encounter, whatever?
I mean, there's been some funny shit.
Anything sticking out in particular?
So I brought this artist and his whole team back to my work. I was bartending at a strip club at the time. And I brought them back to my work after their show and, was just kicking it, like trying to hang out and get some drinks. And this artist walked out on his tab.
Ooh.
And my boss made me pay for it. It was like $150 with all the steak and the fucking shots and everything. And my stupid drunk ass went back to their tour bus by myself to go see if I could beg them to pay the tab that I just paid, because that was a lot of money for me as a bartender, So I just showed up. I was knocking on the fucking door like, hey, what's up? Can I possibly get that from you?
And what did
and
they
they
say?
thought it was super fucking weird and stalkery, and I still cringe at that to this day. I'm like, fuck, dude, because what was I gonna do? That was like a lot of money to me. I thought it was worth a try, and if they didn't give me the money, maybe they would fucking want to do a collab. Maybe I'd get on a hook or something, but fucking nope.
And
what is this weirdo ass bitch doing?
Are we gonna get a name of this person, this
I
artist?
still didn't say the name.
You didn't, but I didn't know if you wanted to protect the names
I'm not
of
used
the
to name dropping,
possibly innocent. But yeah, I know it's.
No, yeah, that was MGK and like his team.
Okay.
Modson was there also. They were so cool, and I was having so much fun that night, and just.
Well.
And I looked like such a fucking psycho. Just, you got my $100.
You got any more of them $100?
Yeah.
You are a good sport, I'd say. Let's go even a little bit further on this, and any secret desires?
secret desires. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty open about what I want. You know, I'll fucking tell you.
Okay.
If I want my fucking toes sucked, I'll tell you straight up.
Okay. So moving on even further than that, insecurities. Do you have any of those? Do you want to tell us about any?
I don't have any.
Nothing.
None.
That is a confident person right there. Okay.
No. I'm not gonna lie. The list of insecurities definitely beat the list of things I was confident about, like 1,000 to 1. Most of my life, I'm just now finally starting to, you know, appreciate myself and tell myself that it's okay, that I'm not perfect, but I'm really dope anyways.
Thank you.
You know, I'm working on that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not unusual to have that kind of shit floating around, and you deal with it well, I'd say. Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us, because that's probably not super easy to talk about. Or I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe you have no problem talking about it. I just know that sharing it with however large of an audience, you know,
We'll talk about anything with enough of this.
Well, hearing all that from you, I just want to say you carry it really well.
Thanks, buddy.
Because it's not easy. It isn't easy. It can't be. You know, super personal.
Harder things
Yeah,
to
no.
deal with than that, but
Obviously, but I think it was cool that you felt, you know, confident enough to throw that stuff out there. So, props. I have one last question for you, maybe two. What can we expect to see in the future? Maybe the near future. What kind of content are we gonna see from you?
well, you can definitely expect more awkward and obnoxious Snapchat filter posts. We'll never stop doing those.
I am not sorry to hear that. I for one enjoy the shit out of those. I think they're very entertaining. Anything else? What else can we expect from you?
Well, I will definitely keep, you know, trying to put music out. I will keep announcing that I'm putting music out. Whether or not y'all watch it is up to you, but I will continue to announce it to the death of me.
Good. God damn it. All right, we got one last thing. I seem to recall you running a little contest, giving away some studio time for those who liked and shared the post. Do we have a winner on that?
On Facebook. Okay. The contest winner for the free studio time will be... It's loading.
Drum roll.
Hold on, it's loading. Wait a second. Where? I'm confused. Oh. Lils from Get Money.
Hey.
What's up, girl? You want some free studio time?
That's what's good.
Hey, baby.
Lil.
Come get down. The washroom will make you sound clean as fuck.
So yeah, you need to contact the washroom, get set up. If you need to, you know, have your manager contact us or whatever. Let's get you in here and yes. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with this complete stranger over here.
not
who
a
you've
problem.
never met before
You know what?
in your
I
life.
actually do a lot of charity on a regular basis. So.
Yes, and so be on the lookout for more stuff coming your way from AnarKy I or AnarKy I if you're typing it into a search. YouTube, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. You have SoundCloud?
Yeah.
SoundCloud. Mostly YouTube and
Everything.
and
everything.
Facebook and Instagram, of course. Those are probably going to be the more common places to see stuff coming from you.
Just go follow it all.
Yes, and be on the lookout. More shit to come. Eh?
Yeah, you might even get lucky and see my titties. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
All right.
Bye. Are you gonna stop it now?
Get on, get on, get on. Put it on, take it off. Just gotta get on, get on, get on.